Hey guys, it's your girl Tyramuffin here, and I am wearing a shirt that I haven't worn in like years, and it's so tight. So if it pops open, really just don't look, just don't mind me, cause this thing about to pop. Thank you guys for tuning in for another video. This video is specifically towards my moms. Like, I wanted to make a thing where I show moms that you guys are important. Like, we're important. We deserve attention. So I wanted to make more mom videos. I just haven't really done it. So here we go. So this video is going to be about basically the main way that I put my daughter to sleep at night. Okay, my daughter is 2. But I discovered this when she was like an infant. So this is gonna help all of y'all out, okay? So, guys, I just feel like I'm about to drop y'all like the biggest secret ever. Like, honestly, before I tell y'all what I do, I don't know how much research there's gonna be on the internet for this, because I literally, like, I discovered this myself. I feel like I discovered it myself. Like, this is just what helped me, okay? So, I really don't want you guys to think I'm sitting here joking around. Like, this legit helps me. This is what has put my daughter to bed. So, without further ado, make sure my buttons don't pop open. Okay, so here's the secret, guys. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then I'm gonna explain, okay? Don't look at me crazy, okay? So, what I do to put my daughter to sleep at night, it worked when she was a baby, and it works now that she's a toddler. I guess I'm gonna say I invented it. Like, I'm just gonna say that. I invented sleep vibes, okay? That's what it's called. Now, if there's a product out there called Sleep Vibes, I'm not talking about it, okay? I didn't do any type of research. I just did this thing called Sleep Vibes, is the name I put towards it, and it works, okay? So let me define Sleep Vibes for you. Definition from me. Sleep Vibes is an intentional mindset placed in the atmosphere to create a sleep setting, okay? One more time. An intentional mindset placed in the atmosphere to create a sleep setting, okay? So, Sleep Vibes is what I do to put my daughter to bed. I will say that it's easier when your child's already on a schedule, but my daughter was just not on a schedule, and the Sleep Vibes worked. So it works with or without a schedule, but I think it works a little better if they already are on a schedule. For babies, it doesn't apply at all. So that's how I know Sleep Vibes work, because I was using Sleep Vibes when my baby was a baby, and she didn't have a schedule. I was her schedule. I jumped whenever she told me to. So that's how I know Sleep Vibes is a thing. Okay? Now, Sleep Vibes, let's not get it twisted, y'all. Let's be for real for 1 second, okay? Sleep Vibes is something that you must master. You cannot do it and then it doesn't work, and then you'll be like, okay, well, whatever. It's a skill. It's legit a skill, guys. You have to work on it. As a parent or as a caretaker or whatever, you guys have to do it multiple times to really understand and really get good results. Okay, I had to learn this. Okay, so rule number 1 to Sleep Vibes. I don't even have that many notes up here, so this should be a really short video. But okay, rule number 1 to Sleep Vibes: whoever is putting the child to bed, after you do your nighttime routine, when it's actually time to go to bed, after we read the book and everything, you must have either a clear mind, excuse me, Lord. You must either have a clear mind or you have to focus on the Sleep Vibes, okay? So, when I say you have to have a clear mind, you can't be thinking about, oh, what's that dot doing on the ceiling? Or, oh, what am I going to do whenever my child goes to bed? Like, legit, your child knows when your mind is going everywhere. They can feel it, because if it's in a quiet room, or if you got your little nighttime melody, sorry y'all, you got your little nighttime melody on, they know when you're thinking about everything else, because they start moving around, they start doing all these other things. That's how you know. So you need to either have a clear mind or focus on sleep vibes. Now, focusing on sleep vibes just means, like, it doesn't mean, okay, now I'm gonna focus on making sure my mind is clear so that she can go to bed, or making sure, like, you cannot do that. You legit have to just be like, sleep vibes, sleep vibes, sleep vibes. Like, legit, it's all mental. It's all whatever you put into the atmosphere. Like, it's real. This stuff is real, y'all. I'm not just talking. Okay, so it's for whoever is putting your child to bed, it's a mindset, okay? Now, rule number 2 to sleep vibes is focusing on your breathing. You want it to be deep and low, like make sure you really get in there nice and low in your belly, but also you gotta be quiet, like, you gotta be quiet. So I do not recommend breathing through your nose and out through your mouth, because they're gonna be like, Mama, what is you doing? Like, I'm trying to go to bed. So, but you need to make sure that you're breathing deeply, calmly, and quietly. Okay, it all helps. So, before I get into other tips about putting your child to bed, I want to kind of just tell you guys how I figured out about sleep vibes, and yeah. You guys that don't know, which is probably nobody, because I don't talk about myself on the channel or whatever. So I had my baby when I was 19. 20 days later, I turned 20, so we're only 20 days apart. Our birthdays are 20 days apart. Had her at 19 or whatever, and at first I was living in my mom's house, and my mom was just such a blessing, like, for real. At first, like, when everything wasn't working with my little couple-month-old baby, I would get so frustrated because I relied on the rocker. When the rocker wasn't working, I tried to feed her. When she wasn't eating, I would try to bathe her. When she was done with her bath, I would try to burp her. I would try to do this. Everything, some nights, everything just doesn't work. Even, like, holding the baby. Sometimes that's always, like, a good alternative, but you also don't want your child to start needing to be held at every second of the day. Like, you just can't do it. It's not a good thing to get into. So, I just kind of had to figure out a way that that really worked for me in putting my daughter to bed whenever it was time for her to go to bed. Okay, so, ooh, I got some fruit snacks in here. Ooh, I should eat them. I'm trying to be good, y'all. I'm trying to be good. Anyways, so going back to saying you have to master sleep vibes, I have a rocking chair. I bought it from Walmart, okay? That has saved my life so many times. Like, just rock and make sure the baby's in a comfortable position. The important thing about sleep vibes is you, as the caretaker or as the parent, you need to be just as comfortable as the child, okay? Now, I use a rocking chair to get my sleep vibes out there. I rock. This is how I did it when my daughter was a baby, and I'll tell you guys how I do it now that she's a toddler. So I would just rock, make sure that she was fed. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my baby tips as I talk about the sleep vibes. So, I guess to enhance your sleep vibes or whatever. Okay. Babies, when you have a little baby, make sure their bellies are full, they're fed and everything. Warm bath. My daughter didn't really like baths as a baby. Like, they were okay. Maybe that's why she doesn't like baths now. I don't know. Anyways, nice little rocker, like the rocking chair, or even the, that thing, or this one. Okay, and one more thing. Make sure that the environment is not too quiet. Now, I know ideally we all want a very quiet sleep environment, but for children, stress, frustration. Like when it's too quiet, it's perfect. But when they're sleeping and it's time to do some things that you can't be too quiet, they're gonna wake up. So nice advice, good advice for like babies and toddlers and just anybody in general. Whenever you're putting them to sleep, either have something in the background going on, or even if you have their door closed to their room and you have a speaker out in the living room, play some music. Like it doesn't got to be blasting, but make sure it's like you can hear it in the room so that they're used to some type of noise going on in the background. That's one thing that's that'll really help you guys, like for real, especially like new parents. We right here, okay? Now I want to get into tips for toddlers. Cause I got me a toddler. She's 2. So number 1, to have a successful nighttime anything with the toddler, especially, you need to put them on a routine, okay? I recently just put my daughter back on routine because she was sleeping with me. We would fall asleep whenever. I just wanted to sleep with her because of my own anxiety. We have 2 bedrooms here, but she was in my room every night because of me. But I had to cut that out. I had to put her right back on a routine, and it was hard getting her back on a routine after we've been off of it for a couple months. And also, she was sleeping with me because of coronavirus. Like, I just wanted her close. I didn't have anybody else over. Like, sometimes she would mainly go to sleep in her room because I would have company coming over at night, because that's the only time I would have to hang out. So all that was done when coronavirus came. So she was in my room, so there was no routine. She would sleep with mommy, go to sleep. I had to cut that out. Full belly is rule number 2. You know, my daughter's so picky when it comes to eating. So even if I feel like she's not necessarily full, I'll just give her a cup of milk before she goes to bed, so she has something in her stomach that'll keep her down for a little bit. Bath time, my daughter, she's like, I don't want to take a bath. She tells me every single time. So I gotta work on that with her. At least I wash her up. She's clean. So bath time is like hit or miss for you. I guess it just really depends on your child. My daughter doesn't necessarily need a bath to have a good night's rest. Bedtime stories and everything, like that's a part of the routine. But also one thing that's that may or may not help, melatonin. Don't be scared. This is your child. You are the parent. You're looking out for their best interest. So it's not like you're gonna give them like 5 of them things. They're gonna be lucid dreaming and stuff. But for sure, do your research on it and call the doctor for sure. Like, just if you have any other questions. But when I talked to my doctor about it, she was like, you're the mom, so it's okay. Because I brought it to her. I was like, yeah, I've been putting her on melatonin. She was like, girl, that's what it's for. Like, it's for your kids, to help them sleep throughout the night and help them fall asleep easy. One thing I will say about melatonin, though, is don't rely on it for real. Like, it's not going to make your child sleepy. It's just going to help them stay asleep more so during the night. I mean, at least for my child, girl, that melatonin was candy to her. She was not falling asleep on melatonin. That's why it's important to have everything else lined up. The nighttime routine is so important. And she gonna be like, mommy, I'm tired. It's 7:30. Sounds about right. Okay, so just don't rely on the melatonin to get your daughter or your child to sleep. You know. And lavender oil. My sister put me on to some lavender oil. She got me a diffuser. She got me some lavender oil. I put the lavender oil into the water of the diffuser, and also I put a little lavender oil on my baby's feet, and I put some socks on. I don't know if it's necessarily working or whatever. Like some nights I do it, some nights I don't. And maybe I should start just paying attention to see if it works or not. But I think it's got a nice calming smell to it. So I mean it doesn't hurt to invest in a little bit of lavender oil. I don't think it's expensive, but like I said, my sister got it for me, so I'm not sure. But I'm sure you can get it cheap somewhere. So that's what helps. And then it comes to the sleep vibes. Now that I have a toddler, last night was a little difficult for bed. She told me that she was tired, but with me, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't get up and jump and get her ready for bed when she says she's tired. I'm like on my phone on myself. I'm like, yeah. She'll tell me like 2 or 3 times before I actually get up. So I gotta get better with that. But last night we did the routine and everything. And it was time for her to lay in her bed. And she just was not falling asleep. So I said, all right, come on, let me pull out my little trick. The sleep vibes. So we got in our little rocking chair, which is the same one that I used to rock around when she was a baby. It was just a little more difficult because she just wasn't getting comfortable, and I was getting a little frustrated just because, I don't know, I feel like my temper's coming back. So I gotta work on that for real. That's not cool. So, yeah, so we got in the chair, we started rocking or whatever. So I had to mentally get myself there because I started putting like YouTube videos on at night, like the 24-hour calming meditation sleep videos. That also helps us, helps her go to sleep. You gotta be patient. So I'm gonna let you know right now, like, you're gonna fall asleep. You will, and you might wake up at ungodly times at night. I have had to do that plenty of times, but I mastered it. So now I will fall asleep when I give her sleep vibes. That's how you know those sleep vibes are working, especially when you're not tired. Like last night I had a whole to-do list whenever I put my daughter to bed. I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna watch this video, I'm gonna watch this show, I'm gonna do this. Girl, when I had them sleep vibes strong in her room last night, they had to be strong last night because she was not going to sleep. But girl, I fell asleep right in that chair. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do all that stuff tomorrow. I'm tired. So you're gonna fall asleep when you guys do it. But you're gonna wake up too. Once you master it, you'll be able to fall asleep for like 10-15 minutes and you'll get them in their bed or whatever. And they out for the rest of the night. I don't know. That helped me, y'all. Sleep vibes, mindset. They're going to sleep, but let's make it calming. Let's not focus on them just going to sleep. Let's focus on making it a peaceful environment for them to go to sleep. That's basically what it is. So, y'all, that's just what it is. That's what helps me out. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video, and I want to thank this shirt as well for not busting open because y'all can't tell. I don't know if you can't tell, but these buttons are holding on so tight to not expose me. Okay, guys, and follow my daughter's Instagram at CorbinJew. And follow me on Instagram too at _Tyramuffin_. Also, guys, follow my store page. I'm a new business owner. My store is called Attention by Tyra. It's a little clothing boutique, whatever. I sell clothes, purses, accessories, lashes. I sell all of that stuff. So, and if you guys want to shop on a budget, I sell gently used clothes, name brand, and everything. So definitely check it out, attentionbytyra.com, and like, subscribe, and comment, guys. Tell me if it worked for you guys. Tell me if you guys are finding different ways to put your kids to sleep, or even if the sleep vibes is really like working, because guys, it works for me, so I know it can work for you. Okay, guys, message me, do anything, just talk to me, somebody talk to me. I'm done. Bye.